Hey guys, Ben Dearman, bendearman.net, KDR Fitness. We did a little walking and talking today. Today's Tuesday. I'm about 5 days post chemo. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 6 days. I'm feeling pretty good actually today. Normally today's kind of like a down day. So I wanted to get outside and walk a little bit, and I figured that I would shoot a video because this is usually the time that people start to get the itch to go running. It's nicer in New England. Well, it's nicer right now in New England. And so people, they want to start to get on the rail trail, they want to run a little bit, etc., etc. And some people think that, we're anti-running. We love running. We just don't like running for weight loss. We think that there's better alternatives out there that get you better results. Big hole in the ground over there. Better results in less time with less effort. But running as a general activity, we're huge fans of. It's just that people tend to do it wrong, and they tend to structure it wrong because of all the sports exercises, whatever, all the activities out there. All of them are hindsight, meaning what you do today isn't going to really affect you until 2 or 3 days later. Running is like the worst, meaning that you go out for a run and you feel great and you say, well, I was only going to run for 15 minutes, but I feel so good I'm going to go for a 25-minute run. Then you wake up the next day and your shins are killing you, or bottom of your feet hurt, or your calves hurt, right? So to think about that, if you say you're going to go for a 10-minute run and you end up going for a 20-minute run, or you say you're going to go for a 20-minute run and you end up going for a 40-minute run, that would be like saying you're going to go to the gym for an hour and you end up staying there for 2 hours and you do your workout twice. Doesn't make any sense. So one of the biggest things that people lack when we're talking about running is they don't follow a smart plan, right? So a smart plan for running is a plan that monitors how much volume you're putting in a week, how many miles you're running, or how much time you're running for. It weighs intensity, meaning that you have some days that are easy days and you have some days that are harder days, and you're always conscious of your day-to-day duration, so how long you're running for. So for instance, you wouldn't necessarily run for 10 miles on Monday and then maybe run for 1 mile on Wednesday. I guess you could, but that would make a lot of sense. Better plan than what I'd write. So how do we kind of figure that out? Well, if we break it down into 8 weeks and we say Mondays are always walk days, Wednesdays are always hill days, and Fridays are always run days, then we can start to kind of get a plan together. So why walk, sprint, run, and why not run? Well, when we're talking about somebody who's trying to get ready for running, basically we have to build up their body's ability to withstand all of the force that's generated with running. And there's a lot of force that's generated with running, especially if you're overweight. I'm not going to talk about running mechanics or anything like that, because that's a totally different thing. This is really just kind of a bare bones programming about running, and I think we'll probably do it in 3 videos. So going back to handling that volume and everything, getting your body ready, right? Like a mile, the quote most people throw out for a mile is 1,500 foot-pounds. So I'm going to turn around, I'm not going to cross the street and talk at the same time. So 1,500 foot-pounds in a mile. So 2 miles, 3,000 foot-pounds. That means that your foot's going to hit the ground 1,500 times roughly in a mile. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot of repetitions. So you need to prepare your body for that. And contrary to popular belief, running isn't necessarily the best thing. Walking is great because it's a low-level form of running. And if you're very overweight or you're very deconditioned, walking is a very simple thing that you can do. But we do it in a very specific way to teach you about gears in running, which a lot of people don't know about. So the sprinting, the hills, when you run up a hill, your gait is shorter, meaning that you take smaller steps. And what that does is that teaches you to keep your feet under your center of gravity. So you're working a little bit of running mechanics without actually running. I think there was a grizzly bear down there. Without actually running. And then when you're going down, you're going to walk the downhill. You're not going to sprint the downhill, but you're going to walk the downhill. Well, I can see behind me now. Guy was going fast. So distractions on the rail trail. So sprint the uphills, and then obviously you do your running on Friday because you have to get some running in. So there's a method to the madness, and it's really about trying to get the biggest bang for our buck with the least amount of time and the least amount of effort. So stop it right there, and we'll do a number 2.